Well, it's been a minute. I just quickly wanted to start off this video by saying that if you're new around here, this definitely isn't my normal weekly content, but if you do decide to stick around, I have some very exciting videos in store. And yeah, I think without further ado, I'm just gonna dive right into this video. So ever since I had my car accident in February, and if you're not sure what car accident I'm talking about, you can go watch this video or this video. I don't know where it'll be, but you can go watch it. It was very minor, but it did end up totaling my car out. But ever since then, my life has kind of just been thrown off. And I ended up having to miss a couple of weeks of posting just because I did actually have a lot going on, from dealing with the insurance company and car shopping. And on top of all that, I just had a very busy schedule. So it was just kind of all around chaotic for me at that point. So then as my life started to return back to normal, I decided that I wanted to give myself a much needed break, which was well deserved. Like I said, I had a lot going on, but then that break kind of became a longer break. And I just started giving into laziness, and I was coming up with excuses. I completely lost my entire routine. I lost all of my motivation. And it was at that point that I kind of realized that I just really lost sight of my overall goals and my future dreams and aspirations. And I even really stopped praying and reading like I should. So with all that being said, I really quickly fell into an ick, or I guess you could say a funk. I just didn't feel 100% myself. I just kind of felt like I was pointlessly floating through life. I feel like at the end of every day, it just felt like I had wasted away that entire day with either mindlessly scrolling on TikTok or Instagram, or just doing something else that just did not matter. Things that only benefited me in that moment. They didn't benefit my future or my goals or my dreams. That is until last week. And last week kind of hit me in the face. Thankfully, I am somewhat self-aware, and I did quickly start to realize that I'm just not really where I want to be. I'm not doing the things that I want to be doing, that I enjoy doing. And I decided that it was time to change some things up. But before I jump headfirst back into my normal routine of posting and editing and filming and all that good stuff, I definitely did feel obligated to make this video, because I feel like it's too often that people on social media are perceived as perfect. And I just wanted you guys to know that I am so far from that. It's not even funny. And I know you're probably thinking well, Becky, you look put together now. This is a put together video, but not everything is as it seems, because I actually have already tried filming this video twice now. Just take a look at this footage from last week. And I just didn't feel like picking up the camera and vlogging again. I'm tearing up. It's just kind of all hitting me at once. I'm gonna collect myself real quick. I've been stuck in this vicious cycle, but I see it and I'm sick of it. And here I am tearing up again. Yeah, it was pretty rough. I was definitely feeling down on myself. I think I was feeling sorry for myself, and it was just a wake up moment for me. And even the video that you're watching now, I'm literally reading from a script. So don't let this video fool you. The only reason it looks put together is because I have already attempted it once and it was failing. So I put hours into preparation to make it go, a little smoother. Definitely not perfect, but I'm just trying to be more disciplined, which kind of brings me to my next point. What am I gonna do next? What's my game plan? So my game plan, got a little hair stuck in my lip gloss. Okay, my game plan includes a few different things, starting with the phrase motivation, or no, Yes, opposite. Discipline over motivation. For a long time, I was living the opposite of motivation over discipline. I just did what I felt like. And while it's okay in the moment, after a couple weeks go by, you just feel bleh, you know, and it just wasn't worth it. So definitely living by that phrase, discipline over motivation right now. I'm starting to set in routines for my weeks again and set intentions for each day. I'm making more mindful decisions, big and small. I think to myself, would future me be happy that I made this decision? I'm gonna start doing more grounding exercises. So for example, sitting on my porch or making a gratitude list, because where gratitude lives, bitterness cannot. Something my pastor said, and it's always stuck with me. I'm going to study and meditate on the Word of God and just make sure it really is settled in my heart, and it's the primary thing that is helping me make these decisions. And this is a really big one for me, and it is embarrassing to say, but I feel like it's most people, so I'm just being honest. I'm limiting my time on my phone. I spend entirely too much time on my phone, and mostly on social media, obviously. So that's TikTok and Instagram for me. So I am setting aside certain times where I'm allowing myself to be on my phone or scroll or whatever. And outside of those times, the apps are just gonna be completely deleted from my phone. I'm not gonna have them at all until I really get a hold of, honestly, that addiction. Like, I say addiction, but why even the quotations? It literally is like my finger just goes there automatically, and before I know it, I'm scrolling for hours. But anyways, lastly, I'm going to listen to my body. So I'm gonna give myself a break whenever I know that I need a break. When it's necessary, I'm gonna have lazy mornings and slow mornings and take an hour lunch break, or even take the weekend off, because my end goal and my future dream is really to be able to do YouTube full time in pursuit of a life of more freedom and more free time. And I can't happily do that if I'm too burnt out. So yeah, that's kind of where my head has been recently. And that is the honest reason as to why I haven't been posting very often. I know it's not anything crazy and juicy, and it happens to everyone and it's fine, but I want you guys to know that I'm human too. Like, I'm real. I go through stuff. I go through funks and just seasons of bleh. And with all of that being said, if you feel like you're currently going through a funk right now too, there is no judgment from me whatsoever. I am right there with you. And if you're interested, you can make a change with me. Maybe start by making a list of your own goals and dreams, and be realistic. I don't want to say to not aim high, but be realistic with yourself. Don't try to completely change your life overnight. Start small. I've started with things that I feel like I truly can achieve. And also be easy on yourself, because odds are you're going to fail. I know I probably am, but the biggest thing is knowing that it's not the end of the world when you do fail. You just pick right back up where you left off. You do not have to start over. And if you haven't been in a rut, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you. And you do not have to pretend like you have been in a rut to relate. I feel like a lot of people try to be on trend, and that's not what I'm trying to do here. Being stuck in a funk, say that 5 times fast, is not a trend. And if you haven't been, if you've been achieving your goals and meeting your expectations, then I'm so incredibly proud of you. Keep up with it. Future you is gonna be so happy that you stuck with it. So now that I've pretty much caught you up on my life and where I've been and where my headspace has been, I guess it's pretty much time to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing, productive week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.